The NetScout AirCheck G2 wireless tester is a powerful tool for network technicians to validate and troubleshoot modern high-speed Wi-Fi networks, including 802.11ac networks. Let's take a quick test drive of this cutting-edge device to see some of the things it has to offer and what makes it so unique. The AirCheck G2 begins showing results in less than 10 seconds after hitting the power on button. The AirCheck G2 homepage is organized to focus the user on the top 4 Wi-Fi troubleshooting domains. These are networks, also known as SSIDs, channels, access points, and clients. Then there are the 2 quick automated tests that can be run: auto test for wireless and Ethernet test for wired. These are all immediately available from the homepage. Let's take a look at how to approach some common problems using the AirCheck G2. The best way to demo AirCheck G2 is to show how it can solve some common problems. Perhaps the most common complaint from a user is that the wireless is slow. Within one touch from the home page, within seconds of powering on, you can see all of the channels in both the 2.4 GHz band and the 5 GHz band. You can also see many potential problems that can cause wireless to be slow. For example, you can see if there are too many APs on a channel, and if there are other cleaner channels you could use. For example, here we see many APs on channel 36, but channel 44 looks much cleaner. You can also see if there are APs in the 2.4 GHz band on channels that they should not be on, such as any channel other than 1, 6, and 11. For example, here we see an AP on channel 4, and it probably should not be there. You can see if a channel's airtime utilization due to Wi-Fi traffic is high, which can slow down performance. This is shown as the 802.11 utilization in the blue bar for each channel. Or you can see if a channel's airtime utilization due to non-Wi-Fi traffic, such as interference sources, is high, which can also slow down performance and even cause disconnects. This is shown as the non-802.11 utilization in the gray bar for each channel. Select a channel of interest, one that looks like it could have too much traffic on it. For example, here channel 6. First, you go to an intermediate channel selection screen. This is to verify you selected the channel you intended to. If this is your channel, touch the channel or the View Details buttons. If not, you can go up or down a channel by touching the side arrows. Select your channel, then you go to the Channel Detail screen, which provides key insight into many potential problems. The Channel Detail screen provides an ongoing line graph of the 802.11 or Wi-Fi utilization, shown in blue, and of the non-802.11 interference and noise utilization of that channel, shown in gray. This can show if high utilization, which is a common source of slow performance, is ongoing or sporadic. It shows the number of APs and the number of clients on that channel. This is more important than just simply the number of clients on an AP, because it is the channel that must be shared by all devices in an area. You can simply touch and select the APs or the clients and go to a list of those that are on the channel. If you see too many APs on a channel, see if there may be any unauthorized and that should be removed, or if any can be assigned to a different channel. You may find APs that are not familiar and should not be on that channel. In this case, simply select that AP and simply select the Locate button. This provides a unique and effective means for physically locating the device by following the increasing signal level. An audible indicator may be enabled or muted. Another common complaint from users is that they cannot connect to the network. This could be due to poor signal coverage, misconfiguration of the AP or of the client device, channel overutilization, or something on the wired network like no DHCP or DNS service. From the home page, select Networks, then select the network that the user cannot connect to. Quickly see that there is at least one active AP on that network, that the security type is correct, and that the right 802.11 types are supported. Also check common issues like low signal or low signal to noise ratio. Then see if you can connect to the same network with the AirCheck G2. Simply select the Connect button. If this network has been pre-configured with login credentials, the AirCheck G2 will go right to the connection test. The connection test will not only show a pass or fail on the wireless connection, It will also test for availability of important network services like DHCP and DNS. If the AirCheck G2 successfully connects and passes all the tests, then you can check the user's client device to be sure it is configured properly and with the right security credentials. A user may complain that they can connect, but then they get disconnected. This could be due to a failure in roaming. Once you are connected to the network with the AirCheck G2, you can test roaming on the network. Simply select the roaming test button, select a target to ping. The default gateway typically makes a good target. Then begin walking around. When the AirCheck G2 successfully roams, you will see a green vertical line in the connection range graph and a new AP name at top. If roaming fails, you will see a red vertical line in the line graph and no new AP name. In this case, examine the APs for misconfigurations. Also try connecting to the AP that you believe you should have been roaming to. The simplest test to perform on the AirCheck G2 is the auto test. Select auto test from the home page and select OK at the refresh warning message. Auto test will perform an air quality test. The tool scans the Wi-Fi channels and reports on 4 key factors that can cause problems. 802.11 utilization will report the top 3 channels in each band with the highest 802.11 Wi-Fi traffic airtime utilization. If utilization exceeds a first threshold, it will be marked as a warning or yellow. If it exceeds a second threshold, it will be marked as a red or fail. Non-802.11 utilization reports the top 3 channels in each band with the highest non-802.11 airtime utilization. This indicates the presence of interference sources and high noise levels. Co-channel interference reports the top 3 channels in each band with the most APs on the same channel that exceed the minimum signal level. It accounts for 40 MHz and 80 MHz channels in the 5 GHz band by counting an AP on its primary and each secondary channel. Adjacent channel interference reports the top 3 channels in the 2.4 GHz band, in which APs may experience adjacent channel interference. For each channel on which at least one AP is found, the tester counts how many APs are operating on other channels that overlap with that channel. It also accounts for both 20 MHz and 40 MHz channels in the 2.4 GHz band. You can also configure auto test to test one or more specific networks. Simply go to Settings, Auto Test Settings, and if you have previously connected to a network, then you can turn on network tests, select that network, and then hit Apply. Now return to the home page and run your auto test. In addition to running the air quality test, the auto test will also run a connection test to that network you selected. It first verifies the coverage and security configuration of that network and checks for co-channel interference. It connects to the network and verifies the availability of key services, just like the previous connection test did. The Ethernet test validates the access point's Ethernet backhaul link. It checks for power over Ethernet on the link, tests and verifies the link speed and duplex, identifies key switch parameters in the port test, and then validates connectivity to basic services like DHCP addressing, as well as network targets. The results may then be uploaded to Link Live. If you have a Link Live account and have claimed your AirCheck G2, you can easily demo the power of this unique cloud service. The wireless connection tests that we just performed are immediately shown in the dashboard. Ethernet tests are also shown. If you have several team members, each equipped with an AirCheck G2, for example, you can view all of the connection test results performed by them in the field. You can filter results by many different parameters, such as by SSID, or by access point, or by channel, and see all the results performed to those networks' access point or on those channels. You can also generate a formatted PDF report with all your results, or export to CSV for further analysis. And as a bonus, Immediately after you or your team member completes and uploads a connection test result to Link Live, you will receive an email with those results that you can view on your phone or tablet or laptop. The AirCheck G2 Manager is a software application that comes with the AirCheck G2 and runs on your laptop. It is able to collect all of the results you save on one or more AirCheck G2 units as session files, and then store and present those results for viewing and analysis at any time. You can simply launch the AirCheck G2 Manager, connect your AirCheck G2 to your laptop with a USB cable. You will then see this status go from disconnected to connected. You transfer your saved files over and view them. You can view previously stored results by simply selecting them here, and they will one or more sessions will be shown here. The AirCheck G2 Manager presents the results much like the tool's user interface does. You can see all the networks, channels, access points, and clients collected, as well as results from an auto test, or connection details from connection tests. You can generate a formatted report with all the results from your session file. Simply select Reports, select your session file, and then select Generate. As we have seen, the AirCheck G2 is designed to solve many of the most common problems in Wi-Fi in a very short amount of time. It comes packed with many of the key performance indicators needed to get to the heart of Wi-Fi problems, including channel airtime utilization due to Wi-Fi traffic, utilization due to non-Wi-Fi interference, signal-to-noise ratio, and complete visibility into clients. It provides great tests for co-channel interference as well as adjacent channel interference. It can also connect to all Wi-Fi networks, including 802.11ac networks, and test connectivity. In short, it can get to the heart of most Wi-Fi problems in a record amount of time.